long time ago. It was before my time. It was before your time. There was a family, a mother, a father, and their little baby who were fleeing for their lives. For there was a king who sought their lives because he thought that the baby boy would replace him one day as king. And so they fled. They fled and hid by day, and they ran by night, until at last they came to a woods, and there they rested. And they rested by a stream of sweet water, and they drank their fill of that sweet water. And when they had done that, the mother, whose name was Mary, took the clothing of her baby Jesus, and she washed it in the stream, as mothers have done since the beginning of time. She scrubbed and she scrubbed until those diapers were as white as snow. And then she looked around for a tree or a bush to lay the diapers on so that they may dry. And she saw an oak tree nearby. And so she went over to the oak tree and said, "Oh, great and powerful oak, will you take these diapers of my baby Jesus so that they may dry?" And the oak tree said, "No, I can't do that. I am too dignified for such work as that. Please, please go away." And so Mary went over to a pine tree. And pine tree, she asked the same thing. "Oh, pine tree, oh, sweet, generous pine tree, will you let me lay these diapers upon your beautiful branches so that they may dry?" And the pine tree said, "I am too handsome a tree to do such work. Go away." And Mary went from tree to tree, from the apple to the beech, to the sumac and the willow, to the linden, to the lime. And all of them said the same thing: "Go away." And so she went weary back to her place by the stream. And as she came to the stream, she heard a voice, a low voice. It came from a small bush, and the bush said, "Oh, Mary, I have seen you wandering around, looking for some place to dry your baby's clothing. Now, I am a small plant, and I don't even have a name, but I will be glad to do this for you. Please take your clothing and dry it upon me." So Mary said, "You are very generous to give a gift like this." And so she took the diapers and the clothing that she just washed, and she laid it over the plant. And when she was finished, she said, "Oh, little plant, I would like to give you a gift in return for your generosity. Now, you may not have a name, but you shall have one from now on. You shall be known as the rosemary plant. And what's more, in return for your gift, I will give you the gift of a sweet scent." And in the morning, Mary packed up the clothing, which was now dry, but filled with a sweet scent of the first rosemary. And they went on their journey and on their story. And as for the rosemary plant, it traveled in another way. It traveled from land to land to land, until it has been everywhere. And everywhere people take their clothing and they lay it upon the bush of the rosemary plant. And when they take away the clothing, it too carries the sweet scent of the rosemary. And so it has to this very day. The rosemary plant carries that sweet scent, and also this story that I've just told you. And I know it's a true story, for I've traveled in lands where there are great, great hedges of rosemary. And I take a deep, deep breath of that sweet scent, and I remember this story that I've just told to you. And so if this story be sweet, or if it not be sweet, take some with you, and leave some for me. Thank you.